Committee on Mining Development. On the foreign scene in Ukraine, Russia exchanged hundreds of prisoners of war. And in sports, Super Eagles striker Moses Simon assures a victory in 2023 AFCON quarter-final tie with Angola. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has pledged to invest 550.68 billion naira to develop and maintain its infrastructure this year. Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Okpei George, made this known during the 2024 budget analysis held at Alausa. George hinted that some of the infrastructure targets with a budget of renewal include addressing all ongoing transportation projects such as the expansion of the rail network, road construction, and completion of the Blue Red Line and other metro projects within the state. The commissioner, who appealed to residents to pay their taxes for the actualization of the budget of renewal, assured that the state would leverage on the use of technology, economic intelligence, among others, to expand the tax net without additional burden or double taxation on Lagos residents.
It's also geared towards ensuring that every endeavor, investment, partnership, and policy translates effectively into tangible, positive outcomes in the lives of our citizens. We're not looking to overburden the citizens with any extra form of taxation or anything. That's not the intention. I think what we're looking to do is to ensure that we're a lot more effective in our tax administration, and the way we intend to do that is obviously to improve on leveraging technology.
While noting that last year's budget performed at 82%, the commissioner said the total budget size of over 2 trillion naira for this year's budget will be funded with 63% internally generated revenue and federal allocation, while 23% is expected to be generated by the ministries, departments, and agencies of government. The state's deficit of over 300 billion naira is projected to be funded by a combination of internal, external loans, and bond issuance. Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that on the 15th of January, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu signed the appropriation bill of 2.267 trillion naira into law. The Lagos State House of Assembly has conducted a visit to the Lekki Conservation Center following concerns raised on social media regarding the safety of the facility. According to the chairman, House Committee on Tourism, Arts and Culture, Solomon Bono, the purpose of the visit was to assess the situation and ongoing maintenance efforts at the center. Bono, who expressed satisfaction with what he observed during the tour, stated that the visit was prompted by a viral video on social media advising against visiting the center. He explained that though the committee had also engaged the Ministry of Tourism, the oversight function was necessary to ensure the safety of foreigners, Nigerians, and tourists visiting Lagos. The lawmaker mentioned that the initial February 1, 2024 date set by the management for reopening has been postponed to allow the Safety Commission confirm safety of the premises. The Director General, Lekki Conservation Center, Joseph Onaja, expressed disappointment that the video had gone viral, clarifying that it was an old video of a Nigerian comedian that was added to gain more viewers. Lagos State government says traffic will be diverted at the Ijora 7-Up end of the Marine Bridge from 2nd February to 10th May 2024 for a comprehensive maintenance of the bridge. It has mapped out alternative routes for motorists during the repairs. Motorists heading towards Apapa from Marine Bridge are to use Malu Road through Mobile Road U-turn to link Marine Bridge access ramp inbound Apapa and proceed to Point Road U-turn leading into Marine Bridge Ijora bound and follow the diversion at closed sections. Alternately, motorists can use Marine Bridge Road inwards Malu Road to make use of the Mobile Road U-turn and proceed to Area B, Nagaf, to access Point Road U-turn into Marine Bridge, Ijora bound. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiyemi assured that the traffic management personnel will be deployed to the affected routes to minimize inconveniences and improve traffic flow. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government and the United Kingdom have resolved to form a joint technical working group to harmonize partnerships for the development of critical mineral deposits in the country. The UK Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden had met Minister of Solid Minerals Development Dele Alaki on the sidelines of the Mines and Money Conference in London late last year and expressed his country's interest in Nigeria's lithium. As a follow-up to that parley, a delegation of the British High Commission led by Deputy High Commissioner Johnny Baxter paid a courtesy visit to the minister in his office, reiterating his home country's readiness to fine-tune details of collaboration that will culminate in investments in the mining sector value chain. The minister, while welcoming the British delegation, stressed that the President Bola Tinubu administration is improving ease of doing business in the mining sector through a new security architecture for natural resources, installing an efficient governance structure through the establishment of a private sector-led Nigerian Mining Corporation, amongst others. Delta State Governor Sharif Oborewori has suspended the Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Omol Perez, with immediate effect. Oborewori also asked the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Bennett Agama, Assistant Director, Agricultural Engineering, Oki Yin Tayareke, and Chief Accountant Gabriel Idiat Cheko to embark on compulsory leave. A statement by the press unit, Government House, noted that this move is to investigate the claims and perceived infractions related to the management of the scheme by the ministry. The governor also set up a 7-man committee headed by the secretary to the state government, Kingsley Emu, to probe allegations leveled against the government officials. And now to foreign news. Russia and Ukraine say they have exchanged captured soldiers, the first such swap since the crash of a Russian plane that Moscow claimed had 65 prisoners of war on board. Russia's defense ministry says each side got 195 soldiers back. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says 207 Ukrainian soldiers and civilians were returned today. Kiev has questioned Moscow's claim that Ukrainian POWs were on board the plane that went down in Russia last week. Russian investigators now say initial information from the 1176 military transport plane's flight recorders suggests it was shot down by a missile in the western Belgorod region. And away from all that, now sports. Super Eagles striker Moses Simon says the team will do their best to beat the Palancas Negras of Angola in their quarter-final tie. The two teams will battle for a place in the semi-final when they clash at the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium, Abidjan, on Friday by 6 p.m. Nigerian time. The Super Eagles head to the last 8 tie as the overwhelming favourites, having defeated big names Côte d'Ivoire and Cameroon at the ongoing 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Despite the impressive display in the competition, Simon insisted that it is important for the players to keep their feet on the ground. And that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 61,000 units of single-dual composite furniture for secondary schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has pledged to invest 550.68 billion naira to develop and maintain its infrastructure this year. The federal government and the United Kingdom have resolved to form a joint technical working group to harmonize partnerships for the development of critical mineral deposits in the country. We also told you that Russia and Ukraine say they have exchanged captured soldiers, the first such swap since the crash of a Russian plane that Moscow claimed had 65 prisoners of war on board. And in sports, Super Eagles striker Moses Simon says the team will do their best to beat the Palancas Negras of Angola in their quarter-final tie. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe.